Hello again and welcome to the Orwell Astronomical Society podcast for July 2015. Well, here we are in midsummer and we're in the middle of the noctilucent cloud season. Very high ice crystals that may be seen an hour just before or just after sunrise or sunset. Look out for blue glowing clouds in the half-lit sky in the northwest at sunset or northeast at sunrise. But I haven't seen much evidence of them yet this year. This month the moon is full on the 2nd and new again on 14 days later on the 16th of July. So the best time to look at the moon with binoculars is when it is crescent around the middle of the month. And this is to allow the illumination of craters to be from the side, which makes for much higher contrast viewing. All the planets are visible in July at one time or another, but Saturn becomes the star of binoculars and small telescopes this month. Look south around 11 p.m. and note the wide view of the rings and possibly a moon, which will most likely be Titan. Mars is just visible at the end of the month in the constellation of Gemini in the northeast, and on the 16th gets very close to Mercury just before sunrise. Mercury will be the brighter object of the pair at magnitude minus 1.4, whereas Mars will have magnitude plus 1.6. Jupiter is past its best now, starting to set as it gets dark. On the 1st of the month it will still be close to Venus, and this will be a very spectacular and peculiar pairing. So watch out for those UFO sightings. Also on the 18th, Jupiter and Venus will team up with the thin crescent moon, and to form a nice little triangle low down in the sky. Venus continues as a bright evening object throughout the month, visible just before sunset. You can't miss it. Mercury is low down in the morning sky at the start of the month. Look north-east in Taurus just before sunrise. If you're a little more confident at finding planets, you can look out for Uranus and Neptune. These are best seen this month at 2 a.m. in the morning in the southeast and south in Pisces and Aquarius respectively. You'd best look at a sky guide for more detailed information. Now, July is not noted for its meteor showers. However, at the very end of the month sees the official start of the Perseids, although they don't really get going until August the 12th. On the 30th of July, the southern Delta Aquarids will put on a show, and you can expect about 16 meteors per hour overhead. Listen out for next month's podcast for more details of the many meteor showers in August. There are 2 comets that might be around this month, which may or may not put on a show for us. The first is Comet C2014 Pan-STARRS, and the second Comet C2014 Mach-Holtz. Again, best to look at the Sky Guide or online for detailed information of where to find these 2 comets. On to the constellations for July. Unfortunately, it doesn't get very dark this month, but when it does, July is a good opportunity to look out for the unofficial arrangements of stars called asterisms. The most famous of these is the Plough, which is part of the constellation of Ursa Major, the Great Bear. Other asterisms include the House, the Kite, the Keystone, the Steering Wheel, the Circlet, and more famously the Summer Triangle and the Square of Pegasus. Again, have a look in a star atlas, either online or in a book or magazine, to identify these asterisms and try to find them in the sky. I hope that this podcast has given you some ideas of what to look out for this month. There is plenty more out there to see, and I recommend that you do look on the internet, in astronomy magazines or in an astronomy book or sky map to show you what else is out there and where to look for it. As always, the planisphere is another useful tool to use, which you can find out exactly what is overhead at any time and date of the year. And these are readily available from any good bookshop. Listen out next month for August's highlights. Bye for now.